Hi, Eric Wilson here, 30-year independent licensed mechanic. With the next short while, I'm going to show you the inside story on this 2017 Volkswagen Jetta so you can make yourself an informed decision. You got about 60% tread on the front left tire of all-season radio, so down a bit, but definitely not out. Coming behind the front left tire, the first thing I want to point out, this rubber boot here is full of grease. It's the outer CV. If it was ripped, you see grease all over the place. Important not to be, because it keeps the axle lubricated. And then the inner CV boot, you can see for yourself there. A little harder to see, but again, same thing. If it was ripped, you see grease all over the place, and it's good and dry. This is your left sway bar lead connected from here up to there. Important to be connected because that dampens the sway when you go around the corner. This right here, that right there is the left outer tie rod. Now that's critical. It's the only thing that holds the wheel to the steering, and it is tight. This is your left lower ball joint. Now this is tight as well, and this is critical because this holds the wheel to the chassis. This here is your left rear spring suspension. No cracks, no breaks. More importantly, this tube right here is full of oil, and if it was leaking, you'd see it dripping all the way down here. Important not to be, because that dampens the bounce on the car. Now, I'm looking, okay, brakes, you got brand new brakes and rotors on the front, so you got like 50,000 K of brakes on there. Now, under the motor, looking for any indications of leaks, and this is the bottom of the oil pan right there, good and dry, see for yourself. Bottom of the transmission here, a little harder to see here, but good, and that's it. If it was going to leak, it'd be leaking right there, bone dry, and that's what we want to see. No leaks in the driveway, oh yeah. Okay. So, on the front left side, brake-wise, leak-wise, suspension-wise, I'm not seeing anything of any issues so far. Coming into the rear left tire, again, brand new brakes and rotors, so 50,000 K, all sorts of brakes on there. On your tread, you've got like a brand new, pretty much like a 90% tread, all-season radios. On your rear tire here, your rear left spring suspension intact, no cracks, no breaks. Your rear left shock, now follow it down, good and dry. Yeah, it's your okay. So on the rear left side, I am not seeing it. Brake wise, leak wise, suspension wise, not seeing anything of any issues. Okay, on the front right tire, you've got brand new brakes and rotors, so 50,000 K on that. Your front right spring suspension, good and intact, no problems with that. Your front and your shock, good and dry. On your, you got about 40% tread, down but definitely not out on your front right. Okay, the front right lower ball joint, this is tight. Your front right outer CV boot, good and dry. Your spring, okay, your outer tie rod right there, that's your outer tie right there, good and tight, critical. The inner CV boot, see if we get a shot of it here. It's a little harder to see. Where are you? Hang on. Hang on here. Okay, this is a shot of your inner CV boot, good and dry. More importantly, see how dry it is all the way around that, because that would be a leak point right there. Now, this right here, your right front sway bar link connected from here to there, good and intact, doing its job. Shock, good and dry. So on the front right, I'm not seeing any indication of brake-wise, leak-wise, suspension-wise, any issues. On the right rear tire, brand new brakes and rotors. Right rear shock, good and dry. Your right rear tire, about 50% tread, a little more tread on the rear than you have on the front. On your right rear spring suspension, and probably your right rear spring suspension, good and tight. No cracks, no breaks. Yeah, I'm not seeing any issue, brake wise, leak wise, suspension wise, on the right rear or left. Now with the motor running, you've got, oh boy, not even 100,000 K, so you're very low K. No check engine lights that I can see, so no trouble codes. There is no cracks in windshield. Very, very clean. I'm gonna take you out and show you the condition of the motor now. Okay, with the motor running. No issues that I can hear at this point. Shot of the exhaust from the motor running. Very, very clean. Something you always want to do, and on any time you look at a vehicle, no matter what, first thing you do, take off the oil cap and look underneath and see if there's any indication of white goo. White goo is a mixture of oil and antifreeze, which would be an internal leak and a big problem and a good reason to walk away. I do not see any indication of that on this motor. In fact, I don't hear any indication of problems with this motor at all. So my estimation of this vehicle is very, very positive because you got brand new brakes and rotors all the way around. I'm not seeing any leaks. I'm not seeing any suspension issues. I'm not seeing any issues in this car at all. Hopefully this will help me make an informed decision. Now, remember, if you buy, come back to me for this 3 for free because I am the Cowboy Mechanic and I do have your back.